All right, you came to learn a little bit more about how Facebook and Meta can help you advertise online using lookalike audiences. This quick 5-minute video is going to show you exactly how that works. So first of all, we all have heard of Mark Cuban, um, and he said in 2017 about how artificial intelligence and AI, machine learning, is going to really impact every facet of our lives going forward. You must learn it, otherwise you're going to be a dinosaur. And I think he was right. This was again in 17. So in 2020, you would have been outdated. And I think uh, you know we're seeing AI being used in so many different ways in terms of marketing. I really think that this little lesson should spark your curiosity to go dive deeper into how AI works. So, first of all, um, it's important to know that Facebook and all these other websites, marketing tactics, tools, Google Ads, what have you, their job is to collect data. And the type of data they collect is about individuals, humans, people like you and me. And they are getting to know everything about us, sometimes before we even know it, which is why social media can be creepy sometimes. They know your relationship status, your hobbies, your what type of cars you have, what you're going to buy before you even sometimes even think about what you're going to buy yourself. And um, they even know things like your credit report, credit history, because those free credit report websites are making money somehow, right? So I realize that's weird and creepy, but as marketers, we get to utilize this information to help our clients succeed. And so let's talk quickly about the customer journey. If somebody's going to purchase a new car, they might first do something totally unrelated way beforehand, 30 days before they might, I don't know, have gone rock climbing. And maybe they drove past a car dealership. And maybe then they started searching online and getting interested in buying, so they started getting some ads on Hulu or on Facebook. That is a user pathway that Facebook and other platforms monitor. And if they see that pattern happening over and over again, they start delivering ads to people who have gone through a similar journey. Maybe people who have gone rock climbing and drove past a dealership within the past 30 days, and sending them ads to purchase a new used car. So this somewhat unrelated user pathway, or seemingly unrelated user pathway, if it's seen as a pattern, becomes a way that Facebook learns how to target you. So the best way to generate this, I believe, is through Facebook. We use it all day long, not only in business, but as individuals. Average person who has Facebook uses it 7 times a day. So our attention is there. So how does it work? Step one, you upload your data to Facebook. This is called a custom audience. This could be your customer list, your most recent customers, perhaps your best customers. And what Facebook will do is find those people on Facebook. It's going to match your list to real profiles. It uses email, phone number, or name to do so. Step two, you create a lookalike audience. And basically, a lookalike audience is one click, but it finds those customers that we did in step one. It then analyzes all the data that it has about them, and then it goes and finds new people who are similar to that original audience. Going back to that customer journey I mentioned, if it had found that all your customers had gone rock climbing 30 days before buying your service, it's going to then find people who are also interested in rock climbing. This is a correlation you would have never been able to put together in your head, and it's using AI and machine learning to do so. A good best practice to utilizing this tactic is you also want to install the Facebook tracking pixel on your website. This helps create what's called a feedback loop and tells Facebook whether the traffic it's sending to your website is indeed the right people and that they're taking the actions that you want them to take. This can require some manual setup, so I recommend reaching out to a developer for assistance with this. Obviously, too, whenever you run ads, you want to do a nice A/B test, make sure that you're testing different copy, different images, see kind of which one's working better, and then make sure that you understand how to read the reports to know if you're effectively getting the results that you're after. Is this lookalike audience helpful? Are you reducing your cost per acquisition? Are you getting more leads? Are they high quality leads? So a lot of this comes down to being able to read and track these reports. There's also all sorts of different types of campaigns you can run on Facebook, so think through that process quite a bit too, and make sure that your spend is on par with your competition. At the end of the day, there's a lot of things to keep in mind, and we're here to help if you have any questions.